Hello, people of the internet. It's been a while since I posted a video, but I felt like I had something important and worthwhile to say. So this video is about how I quit smoking cigarettes cold turkey and how it was easy for me to do this. So this is probably a crazy thing to hear because I think we're all used to this idea that quitting smoking cigarettes is one of the hardest things that you can do. I've heard it many times compared to as difficult as it is to quit doing heroin and other things of the sort, making it seem like it's really extreme, it's really, really hard to quit, and let alone quit without any sort of nicotine patch, without switching to vaping or one of these other options. So, in my pursuit to quitting smoking, the reason I wanted to do it was, there was a couple reasons. One is my health, obviously. I want to improve my health. I want to be able to breathe more deeply. I want to be able to, it's like every area it makes better. I can taste things more now. I have more energy to do the things that I want to do. I sleep better. I feel better in the morning. So, so yeah, that's just a couple of the benefits. So the way that I went about quitting was primarily about shifting my focus onto the positive benefits that I would receive from making this decision, as opposed to thinking, okay, I'm gonna not do this. It's what am I choosing rather than what am I not choosing. And that makes it much easier, because when you are saying to yourself, okay, I want to stop smoking cigarettes, I want to quit cigarettes, I want to not do this, and you don't offer some sort of a replacement for it, then it's going to be much harder. And I think that's the difficulty that most people experience, is they're just coming up against that part of themselves where one side of themselves says, yes, I want to quit smoking. Sorry, it's my tea here. Where one side says, yes, I want to quit smoking, and the other side says, I still want to smoke. If you want to quit smoking and you want to be successful at it, you need to be in unison about your decision within your entire mind state. And this is the trick to not suffering and experiencing many cravings. The only way to experience a craving is to have some part of yourself that still wants to smoke and that doesn't completely believe that it's not the right thing for you. If you believe 100% that you don't want to smoke because you're choosing the greater life that comes from letting go of that, if your focus is on that greater life, it won't be that hard. So I'll give you an example. I have been without a cigarette now for 6 days, I think, and I've experienced virtually no cravings. And basically, whenever I have felt kind of uneasy or tense or anything like that, I just breathe in deeply, and in that moment I realize I am choosing to breathe in oxygen instead of smoke. I'm choosing life instead of death. And having that mindset of like, yes, I'm choosing life. This is what I want to do. Nobody's got a gun to my head. Nobody's telling me to quit smoking. I want to do it. So essentially, if all of me wants to quit, there should be no struggle. So, often what this requires is a real honest look at, are you quitting smoking for yourself, and are you ready to quit smoking, or is someone else telling you to quit smoking? Because if you yourself don't want to quit, it's not going to happen. Maybe you can switch to the patch, maybe you can switch to vaping. For me personally, I don't want to be dependent on a drug, so moving to vaping is not what I want, I want to be free. And freedom, that's a key word here. Because quitting smoking for me has been all about freedom. When I smoke, I'm not free because I'm bound to that routine of going to the store and buying the cigarettes, of waking up and I have tea and the first thing I think is, okay, I'm going to have that cigarette. After meals, I want that cigarette, after sex, whatever it may be. So you definitely have to reprogram and retrain your brain to not expect cigarettes in those circumstances. And it's very hard at first, just as it's hard to change any habit, because as humans, once we develop a habit, we come to expect it, and we're wired to expect it. But once you make that change and you break that momentum that the cigarettes had, then it will get easier and easier and easier, and then you'll never think about it anymore. So that's definitely a big gift that I receive from not smoking, is freedom. And I'm breathing more deeply, I'm feeling amazing. So the key really here is to have mindfulness. Be really tuned into your body. If there's one part of you that says, I want to smoke, instead of impulsively listening to that and grabbing a cigarette, stay with it for a minute. Tune into your body. Because, in my opinion, you can't be tuned into your body and smoke at the same time. Because if you're really tuned into the way you feel, the way your lungs feel, the way it feels to breathe in and out, if you are really tuned into that, there's no way you would take a drag of a cigarette, because you know what that does to your body. I was caught in this cycle with cigarettes where I would really want to quit, but I wouldn't quite be ready. Like, another part of me would not be ready to quit. So I would be going to sleep every night, feeling the shortness of my breath, feeling the dirtiness in my lungs, and just feeling like, wow, I just want to quit smoking so bad. Then I would wake up in the morning and feel like, maybe I'll do it tomorrow, I just want a cigarette right now. And it's not like that's bad and quitting is good. It's just that this is a relationship of cause and effect. If you want to quit smoking, it's because smoking is doing something to you that you dislike. So, to move out of that is your choice.